Hey guys, Grevo Tools here. This is going to be part 2 of a 5-part series on zip tie guns. So if you're watching this, you already saw the overview, and that's where the meat of the stuff is. But if you want to know more about the specific ones, you're going to learn a little bit more about the EVO7 made by Hellerman Tyton. From what I can find, this is made in the USA. I've long since thrown away all the packaging for all these, so I was trying to find it online. If you guys know any better, feel free to correct me in the comments. This guy right here is the most expensive of the group, so we're going to start at the top and go down. This one is going to run you anywhere from $280 to $300, depending on where you find it online, whether that's Prime, including shipping, or not. So this is by far the best zip tie gun of the group. It's just so much nicer, so much smoother, but it's gonna have some missing features that the tie wrap's gonna have, and so that's why the tie wrap's gonna win out. The thing that I like about this is when you use it, it just feels so nice in the hand. I keep referring to this guy as a production zip tie gun. The reason I say that is because if you look up at the top here, this lever needs to move in order to adjust your tension setting. And you can actually put a little safety screw, little security Torx screw that comes with it into that spot that would make it so you couldn't move this. So if you were in a production environment, your engineer could spec whatever they want this set at. You could set it, put your screw in, and then your minimum wage employees there couldn't screw with it too much. So the big likes on this is definitely just how well it's made. It feels like it's going to last a lifetime. It's super nice to use. And made in the USA. You've got this, I mean, I don't see this as an advantage. Some guys might. This is going to go from 0 all the way to 8 by 1/4 inch clicks. So you can definitely fine tune this more than the tie wrap. But me personally, I actually like the tie wrap more. Go check out that video if you want to hear more on that. So I'm going to call that a neutral myself, whether that's a like or a dislike. Another dislike of this, or a dislike of this, is it does not have a rotatable end, which for at almost twice the price depending on where you get it, or twice the price depending on where you get it, not having some of the features of that tie wrap, I feel like that's still the better buy. But I will say this thing just works so nice in the hand. So if you were to, this is a standard 8-inch zip tie, we're just gonna set this on a level 4 right in the middle. This one also has a shorter stroke length than the tie wrap. So if one click in on an 8-inch zip tie, see how long it takes to cut. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, it started cutting on 10, just didn't quite have the stroke to pull it out. So right about 10. Any longer than that and I need to take my shoes off. So, you know, I'm not gonna say it's bad. I primarily actually use this on 4-inch zip ties, and that's where it really, with the more delicate stuff, being able to fine tune it is nice. I didn't count that one, but I use these a lot with wire loom. So that's where I like this gun for 4-inch zip ties on wire loom, because I can set this down lower. Oh, and then of course my zip tie snaps. That's going to happen with all of these guns every now and then, but it's not a very common occurrence in my experience. But I can set it where it just puts a nice little tension on there and doesn't completely collapse the zip tie. And having the finer inputs is beneficial to that, because now if I crank this up, well, that I was way too high for the zip tie anyway, I knew that. But you can see how it collapsed the wire loom. That's the word. Jeez, it's been a long day already. But how it collapsed the wire loom creates a chafing point in there, and I'm not looking for that. I just want to secure it to something. So Yeah, let's see, 18 to 50 pounds, which is what all of them are. Is what they say it can pull. Yeah, great gun. If you have the money to go spend and you need something like the lockout on that, or the finer adjustability, or you just want to have the best one out there, I think this is the one, made in the USA. But if you watch the next video, I'm going to show you my favorite, and that one will probably go on a little longer because it is my favorite. It's got a lot more features than this for less money. So thanks for stopping by. Sorry I'm not better at YouTube. Hey guys, one thing I forgot to mention on this EVO7, this is the blades. So I haven't yet had to change a blade on this. The blades are a little more readily available than the next one you'll see. These are actually for the tie wrap gun, but they're very similar in size and shape, but not similar enough to use for both guns. But one big downside to this Hellerman Tyton, the places I've found for the blades, they're like 12 bucks a piece for these little things. So the tie wrap, by comparison, they are like $1.50. The only caveat to that is the only place to get them is straight from tie wrap, so it's a $15 minimum order. But I can buy 10 of these, hit my minimum order for 1 1/6 of the blades on this Hellerman Tyton. So something just to weigh in, especially if you're using, I mean, if you're going to buy one of these nicer tie wrap guns, then you're probably going to be using it fairly often. So something just to keep in mind. Like I said in the other video, I've not had good luck sharpening these. There's just not enough meat to them. Don't even waste your time. Just go and buy the new ones. Even at 12 bucks, it's going to work much better. But yeah. Oh, the Hellerman Tyton does come with a replacement screw. Those little blades just sit right up in the front and slide up and down. It comes with this screw as well for your $12, $13. If you know a cheaper place online that you can get them for under 10 bucks, I'd be interested because I'd grab some. So yeah, forgot to include that in the video. Sorry.